nó nói nó dùng sẽ chấp là có tu sửa ya bé chỉ và bé nhẹ bé chỉ này phần nó bỏ đến chỉ nó bé nhau rồi gia đình ta là hồ giang cao national anthem đó bé nữa ta nên có nhau từ là chơi cao lần nữa
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sand and other free in the home of the
因为啊，啲攞住話攞連攞錢啊，攞俾呀，一攞錢多，我點都好。因全部你對啥係嘅，攞攞俾呀，麼攞因攞咗攞咗主啦，攞咗那個攞連錢俾，因係嘅俾全部攞嚟咗。Finally, there's a God. Finally, our government finally realized that the Hmong are innocent, and our leaders are innocent. The 13 people are innocent, right? 让现在，要领导头 baby， 要一来拉些，我伢跟个 baby 啥的，被要中到的时候呢，古莫做梦天，古莫挖住，古莫录全都，哦，还得被一阵能打好能认真，被中上后呢，被天莫应，要因住做我被我洗着插了的是只是这是破，是被路大路着是，那不包还的，但是呢，错还能要好弄的的呢。cờ bé có demonstration nó thông Middle East đi nè, lấy là tàu trả lấy cho nó chưa chính nhân chẳng do kia đi bé tàu trả hoặc là mua sách tàu bé này là bây giờ, bé giờ cho chỉแต่是ที่นั่นว่าthông để tê, nhưng vì bé tôi khó dùng, ít khó cố dùng, giờ nên là nó là bé chủ dùng xe là bé số lên cho tụ, giờ nên là mua cho theo cho, mua này cho số lên cho tụ bé sản hồi to chơi đặt chơi trò bé theo lý mua nhưng không nóวันนี้เดี๋ยวเราหมู่ไปเมืองท่อว่าเมืองช่วงหล่อไฮลูที่หล่อ welcome นี่เฉยๆเขาจะ chairman ว่าเมืองช่วง
หนูเป็นมัวลุ่นเจมัวลัวเลยป่วยยากเล่นได้ยากเลยหนูกวนจุ่มไม่รงชาฮาหนู走唱那个套路了，不要。Yes. So อย่าเล่นเด้อกูหาลุงมงนั่นเดาเลยตอนจีอินจีจูรูเบิ่มแบ่งตีกูมาหาลุงมงจีแต่ชีกูสหายจะลุงมีกาฮะก็จะมีกาฮอนน้อฮะย่อเอเลยไม่จังเลยจีพูดกู How do you feel? Wonderful. Great. Pumping. 不要，กูหนวดตาเมียหูซื้อเลยจังเลยไม่ปวดร้องชา Yes. Okay. How does it feel to know that we were right all along?
Undescribable.
Yeah. Okay. ไม่สั่งเลยจะไม่ปปแต่พี่มาหาตัวอย่างยิ่งยอดซื้อเลยโน่นนะพี่อ่ะยิ่งชิโมขออยู่เก๋ไปอ่ะเปลูชง Yes. All right. On behalf of Hmong American Ad Hoc Committee of Sacramento, I welcome each and every one of you from far and near, regardless what city, state, or country you are from. Today is not a rally to protest our government like any other times in the past. Today, it is a celebration what we have accomplished, our mission that we have set for from 3.5 years ago. And it is going to be the very last time we step on this beautiful ground in front of the federal building. Are you happy that this is going to be the last time? Yes. Okay. For 3.5 years, we come here with a great pain, suffering in our hearts, and feel betrayed by our own government, whom we were the best allies with during the Vietnam War. Because our own government turns their back on us by accusing our Hmong leaders, including our late General Vang as terrorists who will buy weapons in America to overthrow the country of Laos. These serious charges mean 2 lifetime in prison should they be convicted. This we cannot accept.
Never!
Yes. Outrageous government conduct. We know and our leaders will not have such hearts to do what they have been accused of. Therefore, we have stood together as a united community to be the voice of justice for the defendants and all Hmong affected by the wrongful arrest of the defendants. We have organized peaceful protest wherever Hmong reside and at every hearing in Sacramento, California. We have educated and informed our Hmong American communities as well as the mainstream American community about the Hmong's contributions and sacrifices to this nation and her values and ideals. And most importantly, we have provided social, spiritual support to the accused and their families by demonstrating through our numerous rallies and actions that we will not leave anyone behind. Look at that plan. What that I said, 13 more Americans were innocent. This is the 13 more American innocent behind me. Congratulations, and you are a free man. You are a free man. So today we declare mission accomplished. We have achieved what we have been fighting so hard for in the last 3.5 years. As a result of the dismissal of the case, the 12 defendants are free men. Yes. Each of you who have been accused should be proud that now you are free. You are free. Just as the men have been washed clean, the Hmong as a people have also been washed clean. Our Hmong name is no longer associated with terrorism. Today, that label has been lifted. Today, we are reborn. We have become a triumphant people. We are a people that will not give up the fight easily. We are a people who will not leave anyone behind. We have not forgot those still trapped in the jungle of Laos. We did not forget those who were still facing charges after General Vang case was dismissed. We continue the fight, and today we have won. We have won. This is something we each need to be proud of. We thank God and we thank each other. The lesson from all of this, that united we will stand, divided we shall fall. We will prevail over any obstacles if we remain to do as General Vang has dreamed, as one nation. If we work together collectively, we will be able to make General Vang dream become a reality for all of us. So today, let us be proud to have been born a Hmong. Let us be good about being Hmong and proud to be Hmong. So regardless what country we're from, whether it is China, Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, France, or the US, we need to love and support each other. If we as Hmong people do not love and support each other, then the country we live in can easily taking advantage of us. So let us remember what we learned in the last 3.5 years. Use it and teach it to our children and many generations to come, so that they may continue to remain free and enjoy the blessings that God has given each of us. Again, I thank each one of you for coming out today. I also thank those cannot be here with us, but they are here with us in spirit. May God bless you all, and thank you very much.
Bé cho nhiều cho chỉ ở lỡ tàu trong yên liền là hai lũ trong bé tận thế nào trong bé là nhau cá xía lũ giờ linh đó ổn định chấp lời tới là giống như cho lũ rong xía là ổn định sẽ được cho có mua车này lúc nào lúc rõ thế bé họ车là lúc nào lúc rõ thế có chỉ lúc nào là đó bé ít trồng nông sẽ là nó cá nhau rong sư tụ ổn định chấp lời đó giờ hai tiệp bé chỉ tông dài là bé này chuyển nhau giờ linh đó thọ chờ bé này này phong qua bỏ là hai bé là lũ rồi này sẽ làm luôn年冲也對啦，係啊，俾落路拎啊嘛。
nhớ rằng trong hông sẽ đợi cho lăng sa tùวันนี้ฉันจะจองเตานะเจ้าตัวเด็กตัวเจตัวนู่นน่ะกูต้องเสียหังลีให้เดีย
Thank you very much for everyone who come from
ย้อนเด็กคนนี้จะรอเด็กฉันจะจังตัวกงเสียกงจือวันนี้เสียเล่นจือป้าฉันเดินนะย้อนจงเสียชับเราวันนี้กูทำวันนี้ฉันจะจองเตาจือมื่ออีหยาจือเป้าเตานี่ยาวันนี้ว่าตัวตาเราเลยเนาะ
As a mother of the Hmong people, I would like to thank everyone for coming here together and work together.
ว่ามันช่องเราดูปัจจุบันเราดูคณะจุดจงเดิม
I want to thank you about Ming Xiang, Portua, and all the committee and all the security with the yellow shirt.
กูต้องเสียหังในวันนี้ฉันจะจองเตาเนาะไม่ยาววีวันนี้ฉันจะไปถึงวันยังหูนอเลยย้อนในที่ที่ที่จีเดิมเขารู้เสียลุ้นจืดมันหูตาหูเกิดนะวันนี้ฉันจะจองเตานั่นนะกูสาจอกูตัวตู้ละหายไปแล้วหลวงอเมริกาว่าฉันจะเจ้าเทียวันนี้ฉันจะจองเตาเนาะมา
Thank you very much. It's good to be back in Sacramento and before all of you today. First of all, I want to thank Vang Chairman of the Ad Hoc Committee, for inviting my two other brothers and my mom back here to Sacramento to join in your celebration of the federal court case being dismissed. Of course, it's a time of celebration, but it's also a time of mourning that my family is still in. Of course, in January of this year, on the 6th, my father, who is our father and leader to the Hmong Americans, passed away. And 4 days after his passing, the court decided to dismiss all charges against the remaining defendants in this pretty much ridiculous and terrible case that was brought to us in 2007. During that time, our family went through hardship. We were confused as to what was actually materializing before us. And we came here to Sacramento to listen to the story of the prosecution. And not only that, all of you showed up, young and old, men and women, of all ages and of all backgrounds and of all races in this community and throughout the country. You all showed up in force, supporting us, giving us your love, your care, your respect, giving us your, making you the backbone of our families, and speaking on behalf of all 12 families. You were the strength and energy that gave us the motivation and faith to fight this case. And today, this victory does not belong to the 12 defendants. This victory belongs to each and every single one of you. Of course, our voice in the courtrooms are these men and women standing or sitting behind us today, and a few of them are unable to be here today, but we owe them our debt and gratitude for fighting this case, representing each and every single one of the defendants. And without you, none of this would have been accomplished as well. And I thank you, each and every single one of you. As bad as this case was, it was a good lesson for each and every single one of us as Americans. The message from this case was, let us learn from the mistakes that we saw in this case, and let us better ourselves as individuals and as a community and as a country, and let us never let history repeat itself again. And thank God there was some moral sense in this case, as justice always stood with us, and today justice continues to stand with us, and justice has been served. But like I mentioned, let us learn from it and never allow it to happen again to anyone in this country. The values and principles of our democracy was shown by each and every single one of you and in court. The law and justice stood with us from the get-go till the finish. And let us continue to uphold our values of democracy and freedom and law and the rule of law. And let us better, like I said, our community and our nation in the future. And so in closing, I want to thank everyone for coming out today. It's great to be with all of you today, and on behalf of my family, my two brothers, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for what you have shown us, for what you have given us. To the lawyers, once again, for being our voice in the courtrooms. And I know that my father's not here in person, but he's looking down from a much better place, and he will continue to watch over all of us. And in closing again, I want to thank the city officials, county officials, the state legislature, and even the federal government. As I can recall, on June 5th of 2007, Congressman Dana Rohrabacher, who represents my district in Orange County, was one of the first elected officials to speak out against this case. And following that, many other officials came out to speak out against the case. So clarifying what I've heard, the U.S. government is not to blame for this case. Who is to blame for this ridiculous case was a few individuals, especially one in particular who we've never seen till this day, but going by the alias of Steve. He was the one who launched and initiated this investigation. He was the one who created this evidence, and in this case, and this story of overthrowing Laos and so on, and creating and hyping up his story. But coming into court without reviewing his evidence, his dozens of hours of wiretaps, and presenting it to the prosecution presenting it to the judge. Of course, the judge probably had no clue what he was seeing, whether it was fact or not. But it turns out that my father had nothing to do with what was stated by this Steve of the ATF, this undercover agent, and brought this hardship on our family for 3.5 years. The other 11 defendants and their families, which permanently scarred our lives forever and led to the deterioration of my father's health starting from 2007 until his passing of this year. So, once again, let me clarify, to blame the US government would not be appropriate, for they had nothing to do with this case. This case was generated right here in this building behind us, but just by a few individuals that make up the prosecution and the undercover agent himself. That's how this terrible case was brought on, and as we can see through the years of looking into this case, what a mess it became. And eventually the judge just decided to drop it once my father passed away on the 6th of January of this year. So I thank the city officials, county officials, state legislature, and the federal government for all of their support that they've shown us as well. And delivering the justice that we sought and handing down justice to the 12 defendants, and all the charges were dropped against my father in 2009. But it was a relief for all of us, but it doesn't make up for the loss of my father, who plays such a large role in the Hmong American community. It is a huge loss for all of us. But like I said, I know he's looking down from a much better place, and he's looking down on all of his people. And so we will continue to cherish him and all of us. We will continue his dream, his visions to build a better life in our country, to be good citizens, to respect one another, to love one another, and to support one another from now on. So thank you very much.
ท่านผู้หลักที่หนึ่งของกองทัพพิเศษของสหรัฐอเมริกาในภาคสงครามเวียดนามอยู่ในพระราชอาณาจักรลาวเพื่อป้องกันเขตน้ำแดนดินของพระราชอาณาจักรลาวและเพื่อสนับสนุนการสงครามของสหรัฐอเมริกาอยู่ในภาคพื้นเอเชียตะวันออกเฉียงใต้ตลอดระยะเวลาสงครามนั้นท่านพญานรปภพในทุนรักป่าท่านเป็นทหารผู้นำฟ้าและพ่อแม่ของประชาชนมานานหลายทศวรรษพวกข้าพเจ้ารู้สึกเศร้าสลดใจอย่างที่สุดเมื่อได้ยินว่าท่านพญานรปภในทุนรักป่าได้อำลาพวกเขาทุกคนและทุนรักป่าได้ส่งแสงไหว้พวกเขาคงกันสร้างซึ่งต่อไปข้างหน้าเพื่อให้ชีวิตการอยู่ของพวกเราดีเท่าที่จะได้และให้พวกเราสามารถร่วมกันสร้างสิ่งที่ดีได้ในศตวรรษที่3ท่านพญานรปภและคนทั้งเราผู้ซึ่งเป็นจะลึกไว้ตลอดไปdoท่านเป็นคนเจริญdo万直重要种植重点种植天种配成作能古要边重要种植天种配成作能做主我都抓得内容这个真正又广泛看的多了我路就生就难了ให้ลูกได้สอนเราบอกที่เราต้องต่อ做路点成功的人黑土教要黑脸黑旗黑人说一起พระยานรปภจึงเอาร่างกาย and family His Royal Highness Prince George William Oswald Regent of the Kingdom of Laos and Princess and Royal Lao family, Royal Lao Army under Panya Dorapabuk Major General Vang comment. I want to express my deepest appreciation for your attendance today. General Vang served as Royal Army Commander of the Military Region 2 and the United States Secret Army during the Vietnam War, defending the Kingdom of Laos and supporting American war effort in Southeast Asia. Together, the destiny we work as a man involved in Vietnam War to cultivate for the future. Our leader and father, Penyayang Pamuk General will also have the event. ต่อไปนี้ข้าพเจ้าขอกราบเรียนเชิญพระอาจารย์บุริรัตน์โอสถดร.คำภายภัยพญาบุริรัตน์โอสถดร.คำภายภัย former Minister of Health of the Royal Government please
đề xứ màจะจ่อยดีจงบ้าเนี่ยเชง
Royal Highness in Surya and Royal Assembly million blessings like us message mùa vàng về those our country origin very official relations from oppression and to escape shameful reproach of younger generation and now today my generation was unable to preserve once glorious Lansang kingdom of Lansang for them. Your presence on this day of mourning brings a very deep significance to this farewell ceremony. Your expression of regret is what you want to share by living and warm of your friendship. Embrace peace and profound silence. That message resonates with our plan. Especially the friends that are alive and living through. I consider smiling as President of the United Laos Council for Peace and Freedom and Reflection to express thanks, our heartfelt thanks to all of you here present today. Let me go to the Honorable Mayor of Fresno, the municipality, and the information.
ข้าพเจ้าก็ตั้งต้นโดยการเริ่มสร้างทัตยาสุริยะหุสาพระมหาสุริยะหุสวางผู้สำเร็จราชการแทนพระเจ้าแผ่นดินลาวทรงเห็นตามรัฐธรรมนูญแห่งพระราชอาณาจักรลาว โดยเฉพาะมาตรา10ว่าด้วยการบริหารราชการแทนพระองค์โดยผู้สำเร็จราชการและมาตรา15ว่าด้วยการให้ฝ่ายพลเรือนและทหารทรงเห็นตามการเลื่อนยศชั้นของพญานรประมุขนายพลวังเปาปี2565ทรงเห็นตามคำเสนอของหลายองค์การจัดตั้งและประชาชนลาวหลายเผ่าทรงเห็นว่าในกองทัพแห่งชาติของพระราชอาณาจักรลาวพญานรประมุขวังเปาได้ถือยศชั้นพลตรีและในระยะเวลาเดียวกันก็มีผลงานดีอย่างพอสมควรที่จะถือยศชั้นพลตรีพญานรประมุขวังเปา has served during 10 years and with an outstanding service record. He should be promoted already to the next rank, but he was obliged to flee the country suddenly in 1975. Whereas during last 35 years of his life abroad, he requested several visits with me to show respect and loyalty to the royal institution. Whereas organizations and multi-ethnic people propose the promotion. Now, therefore, I, Prince Surya Wangsalam, by virtue of the authority vested in me as a regent by the Constitution of the Kingdom of Laos, decide to promote by special procedure posthumously Phaya Narapamu Bangkao from the rank of Divisional General to the 4th February 2011. The Royal Institution Lansang White Castle is in charge of the implementation of this degree. Retired the 1st February 2011. For your information, in the United States, this promotion is similar. I would like to offer my condolence to Phaya Narapamu family, children, and relatives. God bless his soul. ต่อไปข้อเสนอผู้ตามหน้าครอบครัวของทานนายพลโถวังเปาออกมาหับนราชองการนำเสด็จWe invite the representative of the family to come and receive the royal degree.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand? Please be seated.
From now, I would like to ask my friend, Dr. Charlie Water, veteran of the United States Marine Corps. Friend and I was to General Park, please.
Of his people and always put others first. He brought the Hmong people from the very agrarian society to the modern time and to the technological society. He led the Hmong people to the promised land, the land of freedom and the land of opportunity. He was the man of action and did what he said. He forgave those who trespassed against him. There is no greater than love. Who laid down his life for the people who love and love them.
There were Air Force pilots who were what we call sheep dipped, who were pulled from active duty and sent over into Project 404 as forward air controllers. And the call sign that we used for those who operated in the black. I'll be speaking and then the Honorable Craig Dory will be speaking very shortly. And we'll have a presentation to make. It is our custom to present an American flag which has flown over the United States Capitol.